SpookShow Gravy, you're watching our Labor Day special show, a special show on Labor Day. Where are my co-hosts? Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Actually, they're both working because today here, while I'm taping this, it is not Labor Day. We did the Labor Day special at the cemetery yesterday, and it is Monday, a week before Labor Day, as I'm taping this. Are you watching it on Labor Day? I don't know if you are or not. Probably not. Probably not. But this is our Labor Day special, um, our special show. We did a show over the weekend too, but a special show just for Labor Day because Patty actually works at the cemetery and she'll be working on Labor Day, as we mentioned in the upcoming video. Okay, I had to take a break there just for a second. I had to walk away and come back. Okay, so I'm back. Yeah, this is my co-host today, a coffin-shaped snack container, I guess you could say. We got this. Got this a couple years ago at Sam's Club, and it has 75 bags. It took us a while to get through this, and as you notice, it is coffin-shaped. Okay, it's got all the snacks on the side. You can see. I don't know if I probably showed this one time or another on the show. Who knows? I don't remember what I've shown, what I haven't. Back solid wood. No, it's cardboard, but it looks like wood. It's supposed to look like wood, but it's a coffin. And where I'm showing the coffin, because, well, I wanted to have sitting here a tombstone. Went out in the garage, I couldn't find a tombstone anywhere. You know, when you need a tombstone, and I really thought I knew right where one was at, couldn't find one. So I thought, what can I use instead of a tombstone? Because this is a cemetery show. I'm using a coffin. This is a coffin. You know why it's a coffin? I'm sure all of you at home do, that are up on your coffin and casket information. And a coffin is a burial uh, unit that you put a body in that has this shape. I call it toe pinchers. That toe pincher coffins, they go down very narrow. The one I have in the bedroom that you see once in a while, considered a toe pincher. Actually, I trimmed that off because it was too narrow to stand in. So a few years ago, I actually cut the bottom and shortened the coffin a little bit so I could have a wider bottom, and I put a new bottom on with a base so the coffin would stand better and I could stand in it better because it truly does pinch your toes, I guess you could say. That's a coffin, this shape here. A casket is just a big rectangle, I guess you could say. It's just a rectangle shape. It's not got the cuts like that. It's just a long square, I guess you could say. That is a casket. This is a coffin. This is a snack coffin, by the way. Okay, you're about to see me and Patty at her place of employment. She's a God, I am blanking out on what she is. She's going to kill me on this one. Um, but she's in charge of the cemetery, of all the paperwork and stuff there. They don't call it a cemetery there. It's a memorial park where you go and you eat hot dogs and you play volleyball. And there is a big, as you'll see, there's a big water area there that you swim, boat, fish, uh, scuba dive, things like that. And none of that's true, so don't believe any of that. But it is called a memorial park. I'm trying to be funny here. I'm supposed to be a horror host, and people, Patty especially, Patty forgets that it's like this is supposed to be somewhat lighthearted. Okay, I'm supposed to be a little bit funny, and horror hosts are just very little bit funny because all their jokes are the lame kind of jokes. Okay, yeah. So this show is somewhat serious that you'll be watching here about the cemetery, but we are Spook Show Gravy, and we wanted to do a cemetery thing uh, on Labor Day because Patty actually labors there, and she is there. If you're watching it on Labor Day, she's actually there on Labor Day. She didn't get off on Labor Day. There's dead people every day. Okay. So she's there. That's our snack coffin for the show. It seems like I was other things I was wanting to talk about. I'm still getting used to these wireless mics here. We just started using them, and I'm not. We're not doing it right quite yet. We're getting better at it though. But yeah. And see, they only come in set when you hook it to this. They only come in sets of two. I haven't seen a set of three, and we have three people besides two people besides me, and there are times when we need more than two mics. So we're gonna try to make sure that the person that doesn't have the mic sits in between the two people that do, and that their mics are turned towards. Because when I was talking on the other show and Patty and Deza had the mics, you couldn't hear me all the time. I had to really crank up the TV to watch the show because I wasn't hearing me talk, which Patty doesn't seem to have trouble tuning me out anyway. So no mics involved. You know what I mean? So the reason I'm doing this by myself and there's no host, not just the fact that they're both at work, and they both are at work. It's early. It's a little bit early too. They're both at work, but as you'll notice, even though you hear me in this upcoming show about the cemetery, you only see Patty. Deza is at the Renaissance Fair, which you'll see clips on in another show. At that time that we were at the cemetery, we were all three going to do and have someone else do the camera. But at the last minute, I said, you just go to the Renaissance Fair. Me and Patty will do the cemetery show. And so I'm holding the camera all the time, and you're only going to actually see Patty on the camera a lot because she's talking. And it's only right, I guess. It's her place of employment. She tells more about what's going on. You hear me talking the whole time because I can't stop talking. So anyway, the channel is doing better. It's getting more views, and we are getting more subscribers. And thanks everyone that's helping me get more subscribers and more views. I wish everyone would hit the like button, even if you hate the show, even if you don't watch it. Hit the like button. If you accidentally click on one of our shows, just hit the like button and go. Run as fast as you can. Okay. Nobody's hitting the like button. So you say, well, it doesn't matter. Not really, I guess, but it matters to me. So just pretend that you watched it. Kids, you don't need your parents' permission. As I said, you can click on the like button anyway. We've had a few thumbs down. I don't know who's doing that. It's like, I know there's trolls on the internet everywhere. There's trolls everywhere on the internet, just hateful people. But that's all they do. They have nothing going for themselves, so they hate on everyone else, I guess. So, yeah. Anyway, get ready. You're about to watch the Labor Day special at the Memorial Park or Cemetery, or it's not a graveyard. I'll tell you a little something about that too. You want me to tell you a little something about that? Yeah. Real quickly before we go to the show. A graveyard is a burial area with tombs and with gravestones and stuff that's attached on the property of a church. Okay, that's a graveyard. A cemetery is non-church related, where anyone and everyone can be buried no matter what your relationship is to a church. You don't have to have any in religion at all, and that's a cemetery. But if you're in a graveyard, you're in what is considered church property, and usually you're linked to that church. But them properties are very limited in size. So where Patty works, awesome amount of it's been there, like we say on the thing, at least about 100 years, but there's just an awesome amount of burial space left, just awesome amount. So anyway, get ready. You're about to watch Patty at the memorial park that she works at on Labor Day, and a lot of facts about the cemetery. We're showing you a lot of things. So get ready. You hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything. Just subscribe. Yeah, just you can do it. You can do it. I know you can do it. Okay, here we go. Cemeteries, Labor Day, Spook Show gravy, creature features. Okay, we're at the cemetery doing our second show. We did a brief show a while ago at the cemetery. This is the front tower entrance that used to be more, this used to be closed up years ago. Years and years ago. This cemetery's been here about 100 years. Yeah. And it was more of a closed up situation. You went through the gates, and I think they actually closed the gates, but this was the tower.
The groundspeople would come out at 6 o'clock in the morning, open the gates, and close. Someone would come back at 8 o'clock at night and close the gates.
And you couldn't get in the cemetery from that point on.
And when the hearse would come, they would open that gate right there, and they would come in through that archway.
Right. And they would sell popcorn and candy bars inside. And yeah, this is the back of the clock tower. This got struck by lightning, and this is the clock tower that got struck by lightning on Back to the Future. And yeah, the windows.
Stick to the truth, man.
The windows used to be open, of course. They used to be when we've been inside. I'm not going to show you inside because it's gross. Okay, it's just gross.
It's just dirty.
It's dirty. There's a lot of.
And you can tell little critters.
Squirrels have been in there.
There's a restroom in there.
There's nuts and stuff. Yeah, these two windows right here are actually the back windows of the restroom.
Yep.
And the restroom has been gutted, basically. The toilet's been removed.
Way on the top. Can you see it? If you step over here, you can see it a little bit better. The trees are covering it.
Cross at the top.
You see it very on the top.
Nope. Don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're talking.
Yes.
You're talking behind. Okay, you're talking behind.
On the top of the building.
Yeah, you're talking. She's talking way.
Very top of the building.
Yeah, beyond the front edge.
No, it's right on the top of the building.
Exactly, beyond the edge that we're facing right now. It's really hard to see. Okay. Back out.
It kind of blends in with the tree.
Yeah. Anyway, this would be the bathroom. They took out the toilet and everything, and it's gross back there because it's where a toilet was attached and everything. And yeah, right there. And this is the drive-up window where you would order popcorn and this is and candy bars and stuff, and get your tickets for the show, because you get in through the gate here, get your tickets for the show. And all these windows, to have all the debris that's in there, there were a time when these windows were not covered with steel. This is good coverage stuff here. It's and that's when I'm sure all the squirrels and everything got into the building early on. It's a shame though it's not used for anything. That's all. There is a upper level, and it's mostly just wood, and it's very right here along the back edge. You go up on the ladder, and the ladder
like attached
to the wall. It's not steps like you would think. It's a ladder attached to the wall. Okay, tell them the story of the organ.
So there was every Sunday morning.
Come over here.
An older gentleman would come over. My understanding is the organ was on the second level. I don't know how they got that organ out.
And see, when we went in there, I wanted to see if that organ was still there, but it wasn't.
But he would come over early on Sunday mornings and play the organ, and there was a sound system that the organ music would go out, and I mean, you could hear it for miles away.
And you got to keep.
And he would play for like 2 or 3 hours on a Sunday morning, and he did that every.
And we don't know how long ago that happened.
Oh, many years.
And you got to remember, this was basically the only thing down in this area. This was nothing but farmland and woods.
Behind me was cornfields.
Yes, and over there is the mall. And
because
shops.
I actually lived close to here,
yeah.
And I remember as a child when they first put the mall in, it was all cornfields.
Yeah, it was nothing but woods and trees.
He did this before I lived over here, so
it was a long time. But again, yeah.
Let's go over and show the doors, because the doors are really cool.
But this this has been here, like I said, about 100 years. And it used to be all closed up. It's all wrought iron fence that is decaying terribly. Yeah, I don't know why there was a door here as well. It's like you can get in from the back and the side. Well, you when the gates were closed, yeah. I assume you could get in this gate. They're very patinaed, as they say.
Maybe at some point they had someone that stayed out here and
yeah,
let people in.
We don't even know. The black thing here, and then this is the main door here.
Dar actually came here and did some of his senior pictures because these doorways were so cool.
You see it goes.
Oh, you can see the cross up there much better now from this side.
Yeah, that's the cross. And see, so the hearse went in here.
Yeah.
Hearse went in this opening here, and there was a higher fence up here in the front all the way along. Most of the fence isn't this high. But yeah, we went in here, and I'm not going to show you in there because it's just gross. And there's no electricity, so you can't see very well. We had to bring a light we were using mostly our phone lights. Okay, that's my Hummer over there. That's where Patty actually works, in that building downstairs. She's the administrator here, and that's why we're here to begin with, or we wouldn't probably be here. But yeah, she works in that building there, and so we wanted to show the tower though, because the tower, it's a shame it's not being revamped. It's you know, it's been here forever. And
well, what's that society? The historical society, because this is considered a historical landmark. We're not allowed to do any renovations or anything to the tower because of that.
It shouldn't be destroyed in any way. It should be redone and made so people can look in it.
To take the fence down.
Yeah, the fence, as you can see along this edge here, shops everywhere. None of this stuff existed back then. All that fence has been removed all along the road here because it was just falling apart. It
was going to cost $500,000 to replace it.
Yeah, wrought iron fence around this big of land. I mean, it's gigantic. You can imagine how much it would cost. So I'll show you some of the fence stacked up back in the work area that was taken down because it was just falling apart. It was becoming an eyesore, and you didn't want it to be an eyesore.
Well, cars had hit it.
Don't ask me how that happened.
Down.
Yeah.
And just I mean, it's been here from the beginning, and just over time it was deteriorating.
Yeah, it looked bad. It gives the cemetery a bad look. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Where are we going to go? We're going to go back to the work area now, don't you think?
Okay.
All right. Okay, before we go into the work area, we have a couple things we want to show out here. Okay, I'm gonna go in closer in a minute. You can see this is like a tent on wheels. Okay, so go ahead.
So this is the tent. When there's a burial, they will put the tent out, and this is where they put the chairs underneath the tent.
Okay, so you're telling me they pull this tent down the thing?
Yep.
In this big open, they don't close it?
No.
It doesn't fold up a little bit better than this? It's just this and this size.
They take the truck.
I would say what? This is like probably 15 by 15?
It's just wide enough to go down each roadway.
Yeah, I was going to say, this looks pretty wide.
Because I actually had to drive the truck once and the guy pull it because he was here by himself.
Oh, okay. I'm inside.
So the guy sits in the back bed of the truck and holds on to this, and the truck.
Wait a minute. It's not attached in any way like a chain? Oh, that's not the way you do things.
And so the truck just drives really slow.
You
and
hang on to it?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that's not a smart thing to do. Oh my God.
Smart or not, that's how it has to be done.
No, it doesn't have to be done. It's just not a good idea. You would chain here and you would chain here and then
chain it to what?
You would hook a hook chain there, go together in the center, and then pull it with a center chain.
You still got to pull it.
Not with your hand. Not with your hand. That's what I'm saying. That is stupid.
What do you hook the chain to then?
The back of the truck.
Do you not think they would have thought of that if there was an easier way?
These are the people that can't hang up a picture in your thing without it falling down?
Anyway,
no,
I'm not going to bash my grounds people. That's how they do it.
That's yeah. You know that
And
actually.
they have greens that they lay out.
And I would.
It looks like fake grass, but it's all underneath. It's where the hole is at, so you don't see all the dirt
Okay,
from where they've dug the
that
hole.
is the mall and the very busy road. Now, tell us about the cost.
This strip right here in front of the mall, is the cheapest strip in the park.
And you can see they ain't nobody right through here. You can see way down
because
there.
most people don't want to be on this
Yes.
strip. I guess they figure the traffic will disturb.
And the weird thing is,
them. I don't know.
years and years before Patty worked here, I always said I wanted to be buried in this cemetery because I wanted to be buried right along the road so I could go to the mall. Yeah. Yeah, no,
I
that makes
think
sense.
maybe it has to do with people coming out and visiting. They don't want all that traffic watching them standing there visiting their loved one.
Now, see, along that fence
I can
there,
understand that.
you have a fence all the way along here, but that
Yeah.
looks like barbed wire.
It was not
Barbed
the
wire.
big wrought iron fence like it was out in front that had to be removed. You
Way
can see
down
it
there it
goes,
is, way
see
down.
where the stoplight sign is?
Yeah.
That's where the wrought
Starts.
iron part stopped.
Yeah.
And then they put this other
yeah, this
fence
is more
on.
of a cyclone fence. Okay, but this is cheaper here. And then over here, right behind us, is
the spots next to the lagoon is the most expensive, and that's where everybody wants to go.
And when you're saying most
because
expensive,
they like the water.
compared to that, what are we talking difference?
Couple $1,000.
Wow. And you probably, I don't know, you probably get fishing rights too.
You can fish in there.
Can
when
you?
they first put the lagoon in, they would bring fish in every year, and they would allow people to fish.
I don't know. Is that kind of tacky for fishing? I'm going down fishing in the funeral.
I'm gonna go visit my wife's grave and fish for a while. But over the years, they stopped putting the fish in, but there was still fish in there. We still get people every once in a while that come and fish, but
where
I don't really think there's many fish left.
Okay, where's your fountains? Why are they running?
They're not running because they don't leave them running over the weekend.
Okay, I didn't know that. They have 2 fountains, one at each end.
You can see it right there.
Yeah, they do that to aerate the water.
We actually have 3 fountains.
I only seen 2 ever working.
I think only 2 are working right at this moment.
Because if you don't do that, it'll get stagnant and the algae will grow even more than it does if
you have to have the water flowing somehow.
Yeah, you got to have
the fountain helps with that. Plus, it's pretty.
Yeah, it is prettier. It's quiet
but
though.
But that's another reason people want to be buried around the water.
Okay, we are still outside the work area, but they've got a real nice. This costs extra because it's painted gold.
It does cost extra to have it painted.
This is a vault.
I was just making sure there was no name on this because we don't want to get any names.
It's covered with cardboard, but it's painted gold. I don't know how much extra you have to pay to have your cement vault painted gold.
To have it you can have it painted any color actually, and I think it's about $1,000.
Ooh, that seems way too high. These are heavy. These weigh up to 14 pounds. And yeah, they don't worry about people stealing them because you can't pick them up. You'd have to have them a forklift to pick it up. It's just outrageously heavy. Yeah.
They pick it up with our excavator.
Yeah.
Because they hook chains to it. They hook chain. You see where these are?
Doesn't somebody just grab it with their hands and pull it along?
They hook chain. I actually watched them do that just last week.
Okay, let's go over here and just take a quick look at these.
These are the vaults that we store here because we also sell the vaults and provide the vaults. And these are
still good.
They're still good, yes. They're the cheaper ones, which is
black.
what most people want because it's going in the ground. Why pay a lot of money?
The coffin goes inside these.
Yes.
And
it is a law. It has to go, your coffin has to go inside a vault. The vault is what protects it from getting water in the coffin. Those are cremation vaults.
And they have to also put the ashes inside a cement vault.
Your urn would go inside that vault, just like your casket goes inside the big vault.
And these are just ones that are not painted black. You got an awful lot of them sitting over here.
We keep them stocked.
And here's, for some reason, just lids. Probably the bolt broke or something. And
That's probably exactly what happened.
yeah, because these break. I've seen pieces back in the wooded area over there that they threw back in the woods because they're busted all up.
If we do a disinterment where someone wants to move someone, a lot of times the vault lid, when you open it,
What am I looking at?
I think these are foundations.
Foundations, okay.
These are for like benches. When
Okay.
people purchase a bench, they have to be put on a concrete foundation, and we purchase them already pre-made.
Okay. You can see benches over there. Quite a few benches along with the water over there. Yeah, people want to set.
Do you see the flags right there? The red, the blue, and the yellow?
Yeah.
That means there's going to be a burial there.
Could even be this one right here with the gold.
Possibly. The red ones, he comes out and measures each garden has sections, and most of them have 6 graves in each section. So he measures them out. The blue flags are outlining the space where the deceased is going to go. And that yellow flag is saying who is the deceased that's going there. So when they come out to dig, they know exactly where they're digging, and they know they are digging in the right space.
What color do they put with the electrical lines so they don't hit the electrical?
I don't know.
That's a joke.
We don't have any electrical lines.
That was a joke. Yes, that was a joke. Okay, we're going to now open the gate and drive the Hummer inside to the work area and show you. We've showed you the hearse before. We're going to show you the hearse again, but we're going to go inside the building and just look at a couple of the things that dig the graves. Okay, we're back in the work area, I guess you could say. The gravestones come in on these skids, correct?
Yes.
Yes, come in on skids. They don't retrieve the skids and take them back and use them. They go in the trash.
Yep.
Just an awesome waste. You can see. Now, I don't know why, for example, they have these stones here with nothing on it. Why do you have them stones here?
Oh, there's a rabbit. We do purchase granite stock because, for example, when a VA marker comes in from the VA administration, it's not on granite, but we require that the marker go on granite. So we keep granite in stock so that when a VA marker comes in, we can put it on the piece of granite and put it out.
So all these lovely Christmas
those are decorated. We do a cleanup every year in March and November.
Why ain't them in the trash?
Because sometimes people want to come and get their decorations because they didn't take them off, and so we don't throw them away. Now, when we do cleanup in November, these will be thrown away.
Now, right behind us here, the top of this building, I think we all know what that is, right?
Big bag.
Big bag?
Wendy's Big Bag.
I don't know Big Bag.
Yes.
No, it's Wendy's, guys. It's Wendy's. Wendy's over there right now. Yeah, there's a fence and then growth.
And this right here is sod they took up for a burial we have on Monday. So they take the sod up, bring it back here. Once the burial's over, they take the sod back out.
That looks like it's been here for about 100 years. Look at the overgrowth.
I haven't seen this sod here.
Yeah, look at the overgrowth and stuff. I can't believe that was just taken up.
Just don't show any names on these markers.
I'm not trying to, but I might have glanced.
All right.
This is is this still functional?
Yes.
Gasoline? They get gasoline from
they bring diesel fuel out here.
Okay, I didn't know, and that's a portable John. Don't ask me why there's a portable John.
They use that.
I thought there was a bathroom inside.
It doesn't work very well.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm going to come back here and show you the fence that I spoke of. Just old equipment that...
Oh, this is nothing. Back in the dump area.
Oh,
that's where it's all laid out.
I want this right here. I want this green thing, and Patty has not gotten it for me yet. I do want it. This is just some example, a small example of what they took down.
Very
Wrought
small.
iron. That's what happens to wrought iron. Wrought iron has a tendency to last about 50 years if it's taken care of. I'm sure this has been up from the get-go.
Yeah.
100 years. It's just devastated.
But you could see how it was put in with these
Big
cement.
cement.
And
huge.
And our groundspeople are the ones that removed the fence.
And them are heavy.
Yeah,
they
had to use our large equipment to get this stuff out.
And Patty claimed that they were going to come and take this to the dump and get. Well, I mean, this is metal. They can cash it in. Get.
Oh yeah, we've had people try to steal it.
Yeah. You could. Because nobody steals things here. Nobody steals things like vases off of there.
Yes, they do.
Tell them about that while we're walking.
Just a few weeks ago, we started getting people coming into the office saying our vases are missing. Our vases are being and the vases were being stolen. We actually called the police. They came over. We made a police report.
When she's saying,
nothing they can do about it.
When she's saying vases, they're a screw-in metal base that goes along with the marker.
Do you see on this granite where there's a hole?
There's a hole.
That
right there.
is where your vase goes
metal
into
vase
that.
will go in there.
So
and
your vase can turn upside down in the winter time and screw
right,
in.
Goes into the ground.
And then in the summertime, you can unscrew it and put it
then
upright.
Flip it up.
You put flowers in it.
And it's metal, and people are stealing them.
And it was all out of one particular park. And it's not our responsibility to replace it, I'm sorry to say. But what we do is if the people get a police report, we will sell it to them at cost.
What's cost?
I don't want to say.
Is it proprietary?
It's just high.
Is it more than $50?
Yes.
Is it more than $100?
No, I'm not gonna keep going.
This is. Can we not show the name on the side?
Don't show the name. Yeah, I'd prefer you didn't.
Okay,
show the name.
That's the back part of the hearse there, and
I can stand in front of it if you want to show the whole, or you stand in front of it.
No, go ahead. You can go ahead. I can talk. I'm not supposed to show the name because I don't know why.
I would just prefer not.
Yeah, you can't see it at all. Okay,
this tree is in my hair.
Yeah, she's got the tree hanging down on her head. This hearse was used many years ago as the graveyard hearse.
Yes. Why don't you use the funeral homes had hearse?
And why don't you use one now?
Because all the funeral homes have hearse, and they bring
the bodies bring it, and
over,
you don't need to use
and
yours.
we don't need to transport.
So this has been out of service for years and years and years.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure it's a one owner. I'm sure nobody else owned this hearse ever. They bought it probably brand new.
They're wanting to scrap it.
And I told Patty that I wanted to have this, and she inquired about it, and they said other people were wanting to have this hearse as well. It's cosmetically, it needs a few things done. Of course, it's got a flat tire and stuff, but it's been sitting here for God, who knows how long. Yeah, it's I remember last time I was here, I locked this door. It wasn't even locked. It's very dirty, very, very, but it's just been sitting out here forever. So of course it is, and it's a Lincoln, of course, Lincoln. It's either a Lincoln or a Cadillac, it's got to be if it's a hearse. Now we had a Cadillac hearse. Yeah, but I'm sure with very little work, very little effort, I'm going to keep the camera down as I'm walking by here because I'm walking towards the back. I'm sure with very little effort, the hearse could be brought around. Our hearse was white. And
you can see inside.
You can see inside. Probably me more than you're seeing the inside, but yeah, you're seeing reflection more than anything. But no, it's usable, and it's a shame that it's sitting here deteriorating because a lot of people would like to have it. Okay. We're going to go inside and just look briefly at some of the stuff that
I don't know which key is for inside, but
and there's no alarm. Do you have to shut off or anything?
I don't think so.
I've been in here before a couple of times because we did things here for them as far as flowers and stuff goes. So I had to come in here. I thought I heard a ding going.
It's when the door opens, a little bell goes off.
Okay. It's darker than what the camera is making it appear. The camera is making it look like there's somewhat of a light, but it's not that
I mean,
bright.
there are lights on.
There are lights on, yes. And is that the truck I drove that one time? I thought
No, I think you drove a white one.
Where's that at?
I don't know.
I don't even see it.
I don't either. It's like, where is? Oh, it's up here. It's the dump truck.
I didn't drive no dump truck.
It's white.
I didn't drive no dump truck. I drove a.
Maybe it was this one.
I drove a white colored truck that looked like this that was relatively new.
Nah, it's not that one.
Yeah.
This is what we have.
Yeah, somebody took your truck. Okay, this is their dump truck thing. This
That's what we call it.
This is the
Gator
that we drove around when we did flowers here. I was helping her do flowers. That don't even look the same for some reason.
This is a new Gator.
Oh,
brand new Gator. We just got it about
John
3 weeks
Deere.
ago.
Dear John, yeah.
They got a roof.
Yeah, this is a better looking. That other one was kind of running rough.
Yeah, we got this one about 3 weeks ago.
Okay, you didn't even tell me you were getting that. That's a nice one.
This is all the greens. This is the lowering device that they use to lower the casket. These are the greens I was talking about. They put that out. This is the skirt that they put around where the casket goes.
Tons and tons of flags over there.
Just to make, oh yes, we can't throw them away.
No, so we're going to take them to Baghdad and they're going to burn them in the streets.
Yeah. I've tried to call the VFW to say, how can we...
Now, I don't remember that being totally wooded shut last time.
Yes, it was.
Okay, what's back there?
Storage.
Because there is a storage door to get in from outside.
Yes, I don't have a key to that.
Yeah. I don't know what they're storing back there. I don't know what it could be. But this is...
it's just little tool type things.
This is the main...
These are the sticks they put up for winter.
For winter.
They do something with these sticks for snow. Yeah, there's probably little critters.
You always hear sounds back there.
Oh, bases. Don't show that one, but bases.
These are the metal vases.
Old metal vases that have been destroyed somehow.
Yeah, they are wrecked. It looks like a couple of them are wrecked, but these are all metal, heavy metal. And this, I'm sure, is the main. Oh, this looks rough.
Yep.
This looks rough. This is your main.
This is what digs the holes.
The main.
There's something up there.
That's not good. I don't know
You're
what
ready
it is.
to go, aren't you?
I don't know what it is. It's probably a squirrel, more than likely.
Oh, yeah.
More than likely a squirrel.
Would you like to go in the other side? I don't know that you've ever been in the
other side of what?
Of this building.
I didn't know there wasn't.
To the left, yeah.
I know we've been in that office.
Nope.
Yeah, we have.
Yes, I know we have.
What's in the other side?
It's just a big storage area.
Now, I've been in that little storage closet.
Oh, I don't know if I can open this.
You can't with this thing leaning up against it. But...
maybe that's why they put it there. I'm not going to try.
What's in there?
It's just it's as long as this building, and it's just storage. They have some markers stored over there.
The last time I was here, all along the top, you had...
The Christmas. We used them all.
It's not Christmas yet. How could you
This
use
is another lowering device. You see these straps? This is what they put the casket on. And then this turns this on and the straps unwind and the casket lowers into the vault. And then they work the straps out from underneath the casket, and that's how they get the casket into
Grave
the
digging
vault.
is more of a pain in the butt. I've looked at how they do it online, and it is it's a pain in the butt. It's a skill you have to learn. Not everybody can just do it right off the bat. Yeah, so I guess that's basically our tour. Are we going to go anywhere else?
Did you want to go see the crypt building?
Possibly. Okay, I think we'll do that right now, and we'll end this in here. Okay, why is this like that? Why isn't it in a building like that? Why is it out like standalone?
Because these are niches.
Urns?
These are all cremations.
Urns.
Yes.
they're little.
Yes.
Okay, that's why.
Yes.
Okay.
So these are all cremations over here. This is pretty new. It's only been here maybe 5-6 years.
Okay. And then
over here, we have crypts. These are, you put the casket, slide it right inside.
yeah, there's another wall on the other side.
Yeah.
There's another building beyond this
There's
building.
actually 3 walls to this one.
Right.
It's the north, south, and west garden is what they call it. Not sure why there's not one on the other end, but
Okay, and then the main
mausoleum
is over there. Well,
which
I'm
we
going
have
too high.
crypts inside, and we also
Yes.
have niches inside.
And you have the glass things
We
I've
have the
showed you
glass
before.
front niches in the front when you walk in,
Right.
which is exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
The front of them is glass.
Glass, which I don't know.
People
Yeah.
decorate them.
Yeah. But
I've
we've
had to
been in there.
actually have the grounds people come down and open the glass front so people could change pictures out and stuff like that.
And there's a car leaving right there. They were actually sitting outside one of these walls in chairs, visiting. I don't know how much info they got, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, this is like a meridian in the middle. And when you go down here just a little bit, and I'm trying to point on the camera, go down here about halfway. Okay, that's Main Street, way down at the end of this. It kind of curves off a little, but before you get there, it's a dirt road that goes back. I'm getting down here where the camera is. It goes back behind all this, and they own all this too. The cemetery owns all this too, and there's a wooded area, open area where they put a lot of the tree debris and stuff like that. And
We
where
call it the dump.
yeah, it's a dump. There is broken pieces of vaults back there, because I've seen them,
The fence pieces are back there. now.
and I've seen in person too that it's a lovely place to live.
Yes, we've had homeless people.
Homeless
living back
people
there.
go back into these woods here, and they had a pretty elaborate one that one
They
time.
had
They
a
built
big tent.
yeah, they built a
We
big
had to
area.
tore it down.
Yeah, so they live in here. But most people, the higher class people that live at the cemetery, they actually live in the mausoleum itself. There's a nice room in there just for special people.
Yes, we had a cat lady. We did a trespassing order against her because she was bringing her cat in and it was peeing on the couch.
I thought it was the woman that actually lived in there.
Oh, she was spending the night in
Yeah,
there
she was-
with her cat.
Yeah, and she was living in there. There was an unlocked room that she was able to get into,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Yeah, because there's a locked room that has the music
Yes.
base in it.
And it has the, I call it the gurney. I don't know what the official name, but it's what they would put the casket
Yeah,
on
because you can
into
have
the
like a
mausoleum.
main, you can have like a funeral inside. Can you still do that?
It's not a funeral service, but it's
Just
just,
a
like
little-
a 5 or 10 minute. They
Yeah.
call it a committal. You're committing them to the afterlife, basically.
Okay, because they wouldn't go otherwise. I'm not going. Anyway,
But yeah, we had to do a trespass order against her, and we now have to lock our mausoleum up at
now
night.
I've heard that no other cemetery in this area that is linked to you in any way ever had any issues with somebody living in the mausoleum or peeing all over and having defecation all over into a room before. Is
That's
that true?
not true.
That's not true? Okay, well, was your sister one over into the area over there, into the city a little bit more? You've had issues?
Yes.
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 Disgusting issues.
Yeah, it was
Did they clean it all up? Did they get
Yes.
all that cleaned up?
Yeah, they got it
Did they
all
have to have a
cleaned up.
professional group
Yeah.
come in and do that? Yeah,
Yeah.
you probably do. And way over there, I don't know if you can see, I can't, sometimes this don't let me zoom in when I'm actually videotaping. Flags, they got a circle of flags
There's
over
a
there.
circle of flags. There's a flag for each unit of the military.
And there is a Camp Crystal Lake flag over there. I'm sure I just can't see it from here. There's got to be one over there somewhere though.
It's really pretty here, though, on Memorial Day, because we have a section
right over that direction where the flag is.
A volunteer group comes in and puts flags all in there.
Yeah, it's right over there, and that's your exit over here.
Right behind where you see the
there's the exit right over here, and yeah, that's the exit out. And like I said, the exit up here, and then the exit, whoops, clear over here, clear down on Main Street here. And right now they're working on the road down here on Main Street. You can't go to the right and keep going. Oh, the traffic is lined up. It's really bad. But yeah, is that all we wanted to show? You got an open grave? You got any dead people sticking out their hands or anything?
We do have a burial that's happening Monday, but I'm not sure where it's at. It might be the one that we saw over by the lagoon, and he's just not going to dig it until first thing Monday morning.
Okay. I guess that is it for our cemetery show, and wow, it went a lot longer than you think.
Yep.
Yeah, it did, a lot longer, but we had information. And we didn't even go into the mausoleum or anything. We stayed out of there. You can see names too much. We're trying to avoid that.
Yeah, I don't want to show any names.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid that. So that's it for our cemetery show for Labor Day. And I'm doing this on Labor Day simply because this is where Patty labors. This is her workplace. And where will you be on Labor Day?
I will be here.
You will be here on Labor Day, yes.
We do not shut down for holidays.
You think people would stop dying just for Labor Day, but they don't.
We do shut down for 4th of July.
First time.
Christmas Day, New Year's Day, and Thanksgiving Day. But all the other holidays, I'm here.
She has to be here anyway. Yeah, I thought she was off this Labor Day, but I was getting confused. It was 4th of July. But isn't that the first 4th of July?
We got off last year, too. That
Okay.
was the first one.
All right. All right, well, yeah, so we'll be showing this show. This will be posted on Labor Day, probably at the very moment. She'll be down here working at this very cemetery at that very moment. Okay, so we'll see you next time. I don't know what we'll do next year on Labor Day, but hopefully we'll be here. We'll be on network television. Probably all 3 channels. So probably have to cut in over the president or something. But yeah, we will be here because we got to keep doing this. And so we'll see you next time on Spook Show Gravy.
Creature features.
Yes, it took me a minute. That's far, far away. Okay.